Yeah, as I just said, love a good rom-com. And it hasn't been a good one for a long time, it feels like. Well, there has been some good ones, I should say, for recently, but I think they're less frequent than we would like them to be. So this, I'm really pleased this exists in the world. Where do you guys stand on the genre? What would you say is your go-to rom-com? Because it's one of those comforting, quite familiar genres, isn't it? Where we all just, when we want to watch one, we want to watch one in very certain specific situations. Yeah. What's your go-to?
I love Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah.
Just like as a film as a whole, I think it's perfect. But you know, I love the British rom-coms. I think that I think the British do it so well. There's that wit, there's just like that super smart wit that just is like, and Working Title, you know, who made this are just like, they've made some great ones, man.
Yeah, Bridget Jones' Diary is fantastic. I love that. I feel like that's always a good time. Yeah.
I mean, what kind of gives us that modern edge? It very much takes place in the kind of online world. It kind of draws on kind of, you know, TikTok and social media and kind of stuff like that. I have this terrible affliction where I'll go to bed at night and I say, right, I'm going to go to bed, and I'll just scroll on my phone for about 2 hours. Yeah. What are you like with kind of social media and the use of like phones and kind of stuff like that? Are you scrollers, you doom scrollers?
I doom scroll from time to time, you know, maybe a healthy amount, but I think the movie plays it like it's done so well in the movie, you know, and I think it's good that the movie has it because that's the time that we are living in, you know, and we're changing with it, you know, and it's there and it's right, and I think what the movie does is it puts it right in your face and it's like, you know what, here it is, like have it, you know, because that is the time we're living in. That's just the way the world goes. There's more kids now sitting at home on their phones, talking to friends and stuff than back in the 90s and stuff. So I think it's good that it's in there, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, one thing I've realised, there's become a bit of an online debate at the moment on TikTok and stuff, if you can call it that. It's people shitting on English food, right? That seems to be a thing that's kind of...
Yeah, man, what's the deal with that?
Yeah, what is going on? Because Angourie, I wanted to ask, because obviously, you know, you worked over here for a little number of weeks, I suppose, making this, maybe months. Be honest, where do you stand on our cuisine? And did you try any local delicacies, like a berry black pudding?
I'm not eating any black pudding. I don't really eat meat anymore, but we did have, well, we went out to a gig. It was like a kind of DJ, what was it? It was like in a big warehouse.
Oh yeah,
remember?
Warehouse Project.
We went to Warehouse Project. And after that, we had hot chips at like midnight. I did that, and I feel like it's less about the hot chips itself and more about the fact that you're like eating them at midnight with like fluorescent lighting and you've just been out seeing some music. So I rate that.
You also got chips in the north, man. Fish and chips are always better in the north.
You get bad burgers in the north. You don't get that down here.
Batter everything up there,
they just batter everything. Have you ever tried a batter Mars bar?
No, I've never had a batter.
You know, it's really good. Because I thought it'd be like a weird mixture between like sweet and savoury. It's just it's sweet.
But is that like a Scottish thing though?
Yeah, that's more Scottish.
Yeah, more Scottish, right? Super cool, man. I love it they do it.
Yeah, we just batter anything. But I mean, Angourie, because there is a kind of slight fish out of water, I suppose, aspect for your character being a kind of study abroad student. I'm assuming you're probably one of the only kind of non-Brits in the cast here. Well, how did that help kind of with your performance, kind of drawing on your actual real life experiences being here?
Oh yeah, a little bit for sure. I mean, everybody was so nice and welcoming. I didn't feel too like on the outside. I did like how my experience was mirroring Emily's experience in terms of coming to Manchester, like exploring the city, learning about it. So yeah, absolutely. I tried to like see as much of the city as possible, and like my first week there I walked around the university just to kind of understand maybe what that would feel like. So yeah.
And Spike, I wanted to ask, I mean, I think the song you sing on the podcast is great, by the way. And I think it's so important that it's good, because in those situations, it kind of needs to be good, but it can't be too good. Because he has to believe that he's kind of written it, but I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah.
What was it like? I mean, firstly, how pleased were you that it was good? And secondly, what was that whole like process like, kind of performing in a kind of different way to acting?
Yeah, it was, shout out to Alicia MacDonald, man. He's like, he wrote the song and he's great. He's great live. His own music is amazing, and he wrote this song for it. And it just makes sense, and it's great, you know. And then doing all that stuff, you know, the singing and learning to play the guitar was really fun. It was a new it was a new thing for me to do, and I never really saw myself as a singer. But like I've always been so attracted to people that sing, and always like I find that really cool. I think like a front man or like someone in a band is like the coolest thing, and I've always been like, okay, this is my go at just having that little taste of that. So I really enjoyed that.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much, guys. Much appreciated.
Thank
Cheers. Take care.
you.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey, you guys!
Hey you guys!
Hey, that's what they all say.
Hey you guys!
Hey, you guys!